They
have all kinds of advice, he said, but I want to make it clear we will make our own decisions.
Tensions remain high in the Middle East roughly 24 hours after an Israeli strike on Iran. That, you heard, was Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu brushing off calls for restraint as he and his war cabinet deliberate how much further the response to Iran will go. The last night marked the latest escalation, coming nearly a week after Iran fired hundreds of missiles at Israel. And Iran says that response came after Israel had launched a deadly strike on an Iranian consulate in Syria. As Willie James Inman reports, U.S. officials are watching it all and calling for calm.
We're committed to Israel's security. We're also committed to de-escalating.
Speaking from the G7 meeting in Italy, Secretary of State Antony Blinken affirmed support for Israel, but stressed the U.S. played no role in Israel's limited strike against Iran.
The United States has not been involved in any offensive operations. The United States, along with our partners, will continue to work for de-escalation.
The early morning hit was in an area where Iran has several nuclear sites and a major air base. It came in retaliation for Iran's unprecedented retaliatory drone and missile attack on Israel last Saturday. The UN's nuclear agency says Iran's nuclear sites were not damaged in Friday's strike. Iranian officials say its air defense batteries targeted several flying objects that caused no casualties. The U.S. and allies had urged both sides to avoid escalation, concerned about setting off a wider regional war.
We have been very, very clear from here, from the beginning, that we do not want to see this conflict escalate.
Israel is currently engaged in conflicts on 3 separate fronts, including the ongoing war with Hamas in Gaza.
What we don't know, I think, at this point is whether last night sets the record straight for some period of time, or whether we have entered a new phase of escalation.
For now, both Israel and Iran are downplaying the latest strike. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.